involuntary joy from within. The corners of his mouth, drooping for 3 years, finally lifted. It turns out Hae Jin confessed last night he only has 3 months to life. Hyun would try hard to feign a look of grief. He even gave her a big hug. Moved, his wife had a bold idea. "Do you want to die with me?" "What?" Hyun would actually dare not make any promises. Why his wife took it seriously. She could definitely drag him in to be buried alive with her. In fact, Hae Jin thought so too. To become a ghost couple in the afterlife. Really good at joking. Do I sound like I'm joking? Realizing something was off, Hyun quickly changed his expression. He took his wife's hand. He helped her to sit on the couch. At the same time, he hit the divorce agreement. He was eager to know what went wrong. It turns out the hospital sent the test results to Hae Jin yesterday. After seeing them, her mood plummeted. She was just thinking of confronting it in person. That's when she saw her husband's figure. That's why she ordered him to take her somewhere. However, without a fight, Hyun refused. Forgot a line about be with Hae Jin, leaving the line Galen where. Turns out Hae Jin has a rare disease. It's a rare condition called cloud cell tumor, the only case in all of South Korea. During bouts, when they temporarily lose their memory, just a second ago, I was taking notes. Yet in the next moment, it's all coming down, sometimes for as little as 10 minutes, at most for several hours. Causes one to forget what they intended to do, because this type of tumor manifests unpredictably. Moreover, it affects the brain, so it can't be treated. The doctor warns that if it worsens, it could lead to hallucinations or personality disorders. However, Hae doesn't want to accept her fate. She could find a children's hospital. She only wishes to eliminate the tumor in her brain, but for now, there's no clinically proven method of treatment. At most, they prescribe some pain relief medication. Additionally, the doctor informs her she has about 3 months to life. Hae feels indignant about it. She's never even had soda in her life. She strictly controls her diet every day. Vacay in mornings, finding time for yoga in the evenings. She has maintained her health since birth. Why should those who smoke and drink not get this rare disease? Soon suggest going to the hospital again tomorrow. Why if it's a misdiagnosis? If it's a misdiagnosis, what will we do? I would be over the moon. Actually, Hyun wants to know, will she really die in 3 months? But he tells his wife to go to bed early. How can I possibly sleep now? I'm just as shocked. I don't know if I can sleep. Yet this guy sleeps until dawn. When he woke up in the morning, he found the air fresher than before, and he couldn't help but hum a tune. Why are you humming about, Breezy? Do you really want to be buried? Hyun Woo keeps telling himself his wife will die. The thought they were about to part forever, it was hard to suppress that feeling. Trembling lips that won't out. Then there was that face as if he lost his wife. He went to Hae Jin's room. No matter how he called her, there was no response. Hyun Woo mistakenly thought his wife had passed away last night. He immediately walked to the bedside. He carefully lifted her arm. He conducted an unreliable death test. The results scared Hyun Woo. He first checked Hae Jin's breathing. Then he leaned in to listen for a heartbeat. What are you doing? How is it? Good morning. Kiss. Same transition. The two head to the hospital. On the way, Hyun warned her husband not to speak of it. The third person finds out, it will be his words. Some fool wondered why he didn't tell his family. It turns out Rand had promised Hyun back then, as long as the revenue exceeds 1 trillion crore, he would hand over the department store for her to manage. If mom and my brother found out, they would surely fight over their inheritance. She wouldn't accept it, even in death. Meanwhile, because of the store, his brother-in-law had overkicked taxes by 8 billion per and applied to grandpa-in-law for correction, plus losses from overseas businesses. The old man scolded his grandson furiously. The guy flopped down to the ground, pretending to be sick to escape a crisis. However, when mom found out, she was upset, thanking her son-in-law for a mere 8 billion per, accused her son in front of grandpa. She had to give him a still lesson. At that moment, the couple had arrived at the hospital. The test results were not in misdiagnosis. I really left feeling a bit sad. Instead, Seok-woo was very eager to confirm the condition, because it was crucial for his life. As Hyun was leaving the hospital, suddenly she sees a bro in a wheelchair, 2 vacant eyes gazing out the window. It seems to foreshadow her future. Hae is somewhat moved by the scene, but she absolutely does not want about to fate. After returning to the company, her mother happened to visit. She believes the increased taxes must be directed by her daughter, causing her son to be stressed out. Hae tells her she's been going through changes and hasn't had time for tricks, but the mother is still concerned about her son. She doesn't even consider what happened to her brother, so Hae warns her mother not to interfere with her and her husband anymore, otherwise he will continuously torment her brother, until it leads to her own demise. Meanwhile, Seok informs his friend about his milestones. He confides in his close friend. His friend is very envious of hearing this, because that means he can inherit the entire company. However, Seok reveals that his wife wrote a will. He won't receive a single penny. Suddenly, his friend has an idea. He thinks heaven has given him 3 months, because when it comes to lawyers, it isn't a problem to change a will multiple times in such a long time. So, he just needs to capitalize on it. Tell the wife how much he loves her. Then, I will inherit the department store. But how could the Aprekyo do such a thing? Do I really seem that realistic? What are you doing? Today is our wedding anniversary. So what?